I think childhood was pretty amazing. Nothing to complain. It was, pretty average $500 per month Slovakian household up until I was 11. I remember at 11, our family made a dramatic investment into an MLM company, and it just didn't work out. We took on multiple loans, it dried up all our saving accounts, and I just remember that our life quality dropped dramatically. I couldn't afford a Nike shoe no more, no more vacations, and we were pretty much broke, and I was tired of being broke. Now at 11, luckily enough, I saw the movie The Secret. Before that, I didn't have the courage, I didn't have the idea on how to change my life. I was waiting for a miracle. I was blaming people, but when I saw this movie, it opened my eyes. It opened, and I was able to see that anybody can do have anything they choose. So with that courage, I tapped into Google how to make money online, and that's how this crazy journey started. Initially, I was making pennies. I literally made 4 cents per day. So in like a couple months, I made my first dollar online. I don't think I need to explain how pumped I was. I mean, it was an accomplishment of a lifetime. And I stick to it. Even though I was being laughed at in school, I mean, people were telling me I don't even bend over to pick up a penny. Yet I was chasing those pennies. And I remember sticking to it. I shifted a lot. I learned new things. I switched business models. But eventually, I started making $1 a day, $10 a day, $100 a day, all the way up to $9,000 a day. Now, not here to brag. I'm only here to show what's possible and hopefully inspire some people. So I had the great, amazing privilege to generate up to $50,000 per month. Not every single month, but I had some very high months. And I had the privilege to earn more money than the president of this country as a 17-year-old kid while pretty much traveling the world. I mean, life was insane. It was crazy. But what was about to happen just freaking blew my mind. So at this point, I was 18 years old, and I decided to travel to Nice, France for a mastermind. I went to many masterminds. I credit a lot of my success to masterminds and mentors. So I went there to improve my business. We hiked like 5 hours a day. I was really physically exhausted, and we finally arrived at this villa in the mountains. And we just started chatting about my goals and dreams, the stuff that I wanted to speak on stage, but I didn't feel good enough. And very quickly, the coaches and mentors called me out of my bullshit and figured out that it wasn't about the money. It wasn't about not feeling good enough. It was an underlying issue with my dad. It was something that we never resolved. I think that was the biggest cause of our relationship getting messed up. And I remember crying like a 3-year-old baby. I was literally crying, shouting. It was a crazy experience, and I felt so much better the next day, but it wasn't over. I still had to speak to my dad, and I still had to get this sorted. So I think it took me like 2 days after I went home to build up the courage to just sit down with him and do it. And I'm so proud of myself that I did it. Sit down, cried for like a solid hour, explained how I felt, discovered a lot of things about him, how tough his childhood was. And once I did this, a huge boulder just lifted off my shoulder. It's as if life started to unfold. Business exploded. I started getting new clients every single day. Diseases healed. I mean, crazy shit. And I believe life is really good. I believe it's what you make of it, what you believe about it. But bottom line, I feel like I was given so much love that I just wanted to pay it forward and give back. This is why I created my agency, helping meaningful businesses and services get more clients that they need, so they can actually thrive and create a bigger ripple effect. Because I believe if you just impact one person, that one person is going to help so many more people, right? And then those people are going to help the next generation. I mean, this happened to me the other day. I was sitting in a cafe, just drinking coffee with one of my best buddies, and this homeless lady walks past. I mean, she stinks, and she just kind of stares at us, and I felt a little bit bad, so I decided to give her $10. Now in Slovakia, that's a decent amount of money, considering the average salary is $500 a month. She was really happy, and the next day I met up with my friend, and he never really gave money to anybody. He never really done any charity. And then he tells me that the next day he met this homeless guy, and he also gave him $10 because he felt inspired by the action that I took the other day. So I was like, fuck. If I can just make such a tiny impact, I mean, giving $10 to somebody doesn't impact me any negatively. Just think about the type of ripple effect we can create So that's why I'm here today. I just want to share some good stuff. That's why I'm here sharing my story. Hopefully that I can inspire at least one person and invite everybody watching this video to consider their untapped potential and the things that we can all be and have and do together. I think life is about to get so much better for all of us, so let's make it happen.